Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I'm here with another crafty video. Today I'm going to work on a 3-card fan, and this was actually inspired by Pam at the Paper Outpost, who made flying saucers using book pages. So I'm going to use 3 playing cards. These have already been sanded on the front and the back so that the glue will stick down a little better, so that the paper will stick to the card a little easier. And I'm going to be collaging on these. The paper I'm using is a printout from Elsie Bell's bookshelf, Butterfly Grotto. And very simply, all I'm going to do is collage. I'm going to cover the cards. Which do I want to use? I'm going to use my glue stick. But you can use whatever kind of glue you want. And I'm just going to proceed to cover the cards. Where does use my trusty rewards card to burnish them down. Move some of this stuff out of the way for now. And I'm preparing these for a butterfly journal that I'm working on this month. How did I have that? Okay. Glue that down. And I'm not worrying about, I will just cut all the excess away. And put that down. Okay, and then I will go through with some of my butterflies. I want these to be fairly flat, so instead of having you watch me collage all the cards, I'm going to do that and I will be right back. So I'm collaging the front, I will cut away the excess, and then I'm going to be covering the back with some paper so that it can be written on. And as soon as I've got that done, I will be back. Okay, I've got my cards collaged, front and back. Here I used some book page, music paper, and part of that Elsie Bell's digital, and the back is covered in, all the backs are covered in tea-stained paper. Here we've got book page, a little bit of yellowish paper that I had, and more of the Elsie Bells. Here I did music paper, part of the Elsie Bells, and collaged a doily on it. So now I'm going to decorate my cards. And I'm not using anything bulky. I want my cards to be flat. So I'm going to glue all these down. And got a little bit of cheesecloth for that one. Put that down something like that. And then for this one, I thought I might use a stamp and one of my fabric words, inspire. And that butterfly. So I'm just going to do that very simply. And again, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch ad nauseum, because I'll be inking stuff up. So I will do one card and then give you a break while I do the others. Just distressing around the edges of where I fussy cut. I use the Tim Holtz with the foam when I'm basically blending the ink in, but then when I'm just trying to sort of outline the edges, I use my little makeup foam piece. I'm not able to just kind of blend the edges very well with the makeup piece. All right. So that's that. So I'm going to use a little Fabri-Tac to put my lace down. So, and I'll go ahead and use the Fabri-Tac on this word, divine, since it's going on top of the lace. And I will use my art glitter glue. For my butterfly. All right, so I'm going to decorate using pretty flat, things that will remain pretty flat. And then I'm actually, since I used stick glue, I'm going to sew around the edges of my cards. And so I will do that, and then I will be back and we will get this finished up. Okay, I got my 3 cards decorated, and I got the edges inked. I used my corner rounder to round the corners. The playing cards actually were rounded, but then when I did my collaging and cut it, I just cut it straight. So I went back and made sure the corners were rounded, sewn around, and everything is ready to go, except I need to trim that a bit. Okay. So now, what I've done on the back of this card is I've marked it in the center and about 3/8 of an inch up. And that is going to be my bottom card. So I'm going to stack my cards. Be sure they're even. And I'm going to use my well-loved phone book and my pokey tool. I might have to stand up to do this. And I'm going to try to drive hole through all 3. And it looks like I did. All right. So now I'm going to flip it over so I've got the front. And here I've got a little bitty mini brad. And I'm going to push it through maybe all 3 cards. There it goes. Flip it over. Flatten out my brad. And that phone book. And you've got your 3-card fan. So what's cool about this is obviously you can get to the back one and write on it. But you can move it aside and you've got more writing space there. And more writing space there. And these 2 can almost be like hidden writing spaces. There you go. If you want to see. There you go. So I kind of like that. When I go to put it in a pocket, I'll probably make the pocket such that I can actually spread it out a little bit, like that. Fan it out. I might need to put a little something in that corner, but that's the idea. And like I said, this for me was inspired by Pam at the Paper Outpost, who did her flying saucers, and I knew those weren't really anything I would use, but it did give me the idea to try it using the playing cards. Anyway, so that is what that is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. And everyone take care of yourselves and happy crafting. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.